Welcome to East Lansing, Michigan, Spartan Stadium and home of the Michigan State Spartans. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Spartans will put toe to leather to crank us up. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Michigan's offense takes the field for the first time today. A state divided. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you, Reese, to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the records so well of these games, but it matters. And their comments fly week to week for these guys, Michigan, Michigan State, and it is intense and the hatred runs deep.
Can you just imagine Reese riding to school in his Ford Model T back in the day? How nice that would have been, just putting along and getting to school, making sure all his homework's done, just looking like the man on campus. I'll tell you, there's a lot of familiarity in this game. A lot of these high school players grew up playing with or against each other, so it just adds an extra layer to this rivalry.
Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style... Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
Davis will throw. They're working that left side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Wolverines are marching down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that Palmer a ton.
That's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too, and it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor, is that they are the dominant team, and it's not even close in this in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better, and a big way in doing that is winning this game.
And the Wolverines will have a first down.
Well, no mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Michigan State's offense headed onto the field. Now our first look at them today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. And the Spartans will hustle to the line. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell, among many, who's been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pull back a couple of years ago, such a great season, too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face, and they're going to play physical.
He's got it. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Off play action. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years,
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. On the return, it's Lions. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm.
Oh, look out! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Davis looking to pass. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Michigan State, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit,
And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A run to the right. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter.
And that's a first down.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ojabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
On third down, he drops to throw. What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The give to the lone running back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. I'm talking about ranking trophies.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his feet to buy time. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The way we'll stand. And he doinks it off the left upright. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to run for it. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Lions. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking to move it through the air. They're setting up the screen. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
But right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finish it off with the score from the 4.
Michigan State, 0.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse. And this all.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off play action on 1st down. A strike downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Quick strike complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes separated by 65 miles battling for a prize like the Paul Bunyan Trophy, you... tend to run high.
And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And your Michigan State Spartans will take over.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
To the air, it's Shaw. Makes the grab on the left. The Wolverines get it past the sticks. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. Here's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Back to the quarterback. Unloads it downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
You think about those guys on the move, man. He's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. The give to the back. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Shut down and shut out in the first half. But finally, this offense trying to put something together. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's 1st down. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, Dave.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Breaks the tackle. Determined run, but he's stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
That's caught. It's Frazier. They get him down after he makes the catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Cherry. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. This offense has a second down play. He'll just keep slinging it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, look out on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Spartans have this offense rolling. He wants to throw it. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Just buried it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. At the 45, on its way. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They run the reverse. And the defense not fooled at all as they stop this play at the line.
Second down.
Second down. Trying play action. Working that left side now. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not...
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking for a productive play on first down. The option look. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Now the pitch. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.